Okay, so I got this box from Sweetwater sitting on the porch today, and it is officially new gear day. So let's check it out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to unbox this package that I got in the mail from Sweetwater. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory on this. This is supposedly the Behringer Centaur or Centaura pedal. If many of you have been following the Behringer saga with Klon, they got sued over the original pedal that they put out because it was too much of a copy of the logo and the name, and they discontinued it, and they're releasing or have released a new one called a Centaura pedal, slightly different emblem on the front as well. But I'd say about 6 weeks ago, maybe a little more, I ordered one from Sweetwater, and no sooner than I ordered it, they sent me a message saying it was discontinued. They weren't going to get any more in, and for me to call them back and let them know what I want to do with my order. So I just ignored it. I just didn't have time to call them back. I've been so busy, and I just figured, they'll cancel my order eventually. So I kept getting these messages about every week and a half saying, hey, what do you want to do? This pedal's not going to come in. We don't anticipate getting more of these pedals in, blah, blah, blah. Then the message finally turned into, we're going to get a new model in. We want to see if you'd like to replace your order and order the new model. And I just kept ignoring it like a bad customer. And I got a message the other day that said, hey, we found one of these pedals that's shipped out to you. So I'm thinking this is probably the reissue. But wouldn't it be cool if it was the original lawsuit issue? I have no hope really that this is the original one that came out. Even if it's the reissue, I just want the pedal. I want to run it with my Marshall Plexi and just put it on a pedal board. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm glad it showed up. So let's take a look. Did I get the original one, or did I get the new lawsuit friendly version? I'm gonna say I got the lawsuit friendly version of this pedal. So we'll do a quick unboxing, and then most of this video, or the other half of it, we'll run it into my Plexi and check it out. There's the Sweetwater candy. They sent me some candy. They're still doing that. I haven't ordered from Sweetwater in a while. So cool. This one says Behringer Centaur Overdrive. So it doesn't say Centaura. So we'll see. Let me get my knife again. This thing is not opened. Never been opened. Let's check it out. This one says Behringer Centaur on it, man. So this is, from what I can tell, this looks like it's the lawsuit version. Because the ones that are on their website now say Centaura, and the dude is a lot different on the front on the new version, so check that out. I'll be damned. The lawsuit edition. Sweet. I can't wait to try this thing out. Let's do it. Laffy Taffy. Come on. Get out of there. Yes. Okay, so what we've got going on is this Marshall MKII. This is a 1974 Marshall MKII. It's a Plexi style head. It's a 4-input head. Okay, this amplifier is extremely loud. It's it's like a jet engine. And the way to get it to distort, you've got to turn it on 10. That's the way that these amps worked. And it's just unmanageable. But this amp sounds wonderful, but I never use it because it's virtually unusable because of the volume issue. So my goal today is to run this clone, however you want to say it, in front of it and retain the tone and the character of this amplifier and give it a little bit of gain and different gain structure so it's usable, because I love this amplifier. Now I've got it jumped. If anybody is not familiar with the way that these Plexi style heads work, there's 4 inputs. There's volume 1 and there's volume 2. Volume 1 is very high end, volume 2 is very bassy. So if you plug in the channel 1, it's going to be this volume, channel 2 is going to be this volume. When you jump the amplifier, you have the blend capability of both volumes, so you can make the tone of your guitar warmer or brighter. I think they designed this way so if you had a Strat and it was too tinny sounding, you could plug it into volume 2, Les Paul's volume 1, and adjust to the way that your guitar sounded through this amplifier. But jumping it is definitely the way to do it. I do have a Behringer Power Soak. Now, I don't know if all power soaks are the same way as this one, but I don't really like this thing. It works as intended. It works just fine, but when you turn this amplifier on 10 and run it through the power soak and turn it way down, it takes away character and it makes the amp really spongy and it doesn't sound good. I'd like to try some other different power soaks, maybe like a hot plate or something in front of it, or one of the Rockman power soaks, and see if it does the same thing as this Behringer, but that just really doesn't work and make this amp sound great. So what I've got is a condenser microphone in front of the cabinet. This is a Friedman 4x12. Friedman puts greenbacks in the top and they put vintage 30s in the bottom. So I've got the greenback close mic'd, and we're going to run it through Pro Tools. I'm not going to run any effects. We're just going to run it straight into Pro Tools. And I'm going to get a close-up on the pedal and show you the different tones that we can get out of this. And I'll also show you what this amp sounds like prior to turning on the Centaur. Okay? Well, let's do it. All right, I've got everything to go, so I'm going to turn the amp on, and I'm going to show you what it sounds like without the Centaur pedal, and then we'll go through some settings. All right, so let's turn the standby off. Now, I'm not going to talk during this because my microphone will pick up everything that this amp is doing, and it's quite loud in this room. I mean, it's very loud, so this is going to be basically just a visual and audio audio demo. All right, so let's go, and then afterwards I'll give you my final thoughts. So first we're going to start with some clean and regular tones from the amp, and then I'll turn on the pedal and we'll go from there. All right, so let's do it. All right, so there you have it. That's the Behringer Centaur pedal. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I personally love this pedal. I think it sounds awesome. I can't wait to try it out in some of my other amplifiers. I'm sure that it'll sound good in my other amps. I recently bought a couple new amplifiers I'm going to showcase on the channel in the near future, so I'll put it in front of those for everybody down the road so you can see what it sounds like in some future demos. But for $79.99, this pedal is amazing. They make a new version of it now that doesn't have the name has changed to Centaura, so it's still $79.99. I checked on Sweetwater's site, and last I checked on Guitar Center's site, they're back ordered for a little while, but I'd say get your order in. It doesn't take that long typically, and I got this thing shipped, free shipping, $79.99. I couldn't be happier. It's a great sounding pedal. Hope you liked the demo. Hope this showcased the capabilities of what this thing can do with this amplifier, and you found it helpful. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing, comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.